The 100 meters semi-finals, 3 of them. We've seen some very fast sprinting. These men capable of adding to that. How well's he got away? Not bad, or a little stumble there at the start, and Su of China is ahead. But Bryant's got a lot of work to do to come through here, or there's going to be a sensation. But just look at him come through when it mattered. He has done it. He's accompanied into the final by De Grasse of Canada, but the stumble early on almost cost him dear, but never right off this man. That surge of power in mid-race and the way he came through just to make it in time means that we will see him in the final, but he's going to have to run better than that. It's 9.96, time shared by De Grasse, and those two are the men who are going to make sure of going through to the final.
That was very, very tight indeed. For about 20 metres during that race early on, it looked as though Usain Bolt would have to try and wait to see if he went through as a fastest loser. Massive roar from the crowd because Bingtian Xiu has just produced a national record in 9.99. But that stumble right at the beginning, third from left, there's the stumble. And look at how much ground he has to make up. Bolt is under immediate pressure there.
Well, there's the final result then of that fantastic race. Bolt and De Grasse sharing the same time at 9.96. They're through to the final, and Brumel and Su have run 9.99.
We turn our attention to the second of the semi-finals in the men's 100 metres. Justin Gatlin goes in 5, the fastest man in the world this year. A clean start. Gatlin usually gets away well, and he's done so again here. Ashmead trying to get into his running. Ogunode coming away, but it's Gatlin and Rogers by quite some margin. That was very, very impressive from Justin Gatlin. His season looks as though it's getting better and better.
The 5th time in 7 races this year he's broken 9.8.
Great run, faultless run compared to Usain Bolt in the previous race. Got a great start. No problems at all. Looking relaxed, if anything else. He's still looking as if he could go a little bit faster if he has to. Slow motion shot from behind. Gatlin here, at this stage, really starting to pull away very, very comfortably indeed.
They were miles clear of the rest.
It's a slight ease down there towards the line, about 5 metres or so. So, yeah, a little bit still in the tank. Not much, maybe, but with a time of 9.77, you'd expect that. Season's best for Rogers, too, behind him. 9.86.
And that continues here. Justin Gatlin underlining his credentials as the favourite for the 100 metres, 9.77.
Here's semi-final 3 of that 100 metres. On the inside there is Tefian of Iran. Away this time. And Gay got a good start. Gittins also got a good start. But in the middle of the field at the moment, it looks like Powell and Tyson Gay coming through. Tyson Gay's getting it. Powell maybe on the line. And Vikof, I think, in 3rd place at the moment.
Getting excited is because Jimmy Vico has finished in 3rd place in 9.99, which means we have 3 athletes in fastest loser spots, all on the same time. Bingtian Xiu of China, Trayvon Brumel from the first heat in 9.99, so all 3 of them are tied, and potentially there's only room for 2.
Not necessarily. This is a 9-lane track, but normally they would now look at thousands. What you do, I mean, that is the qualifying condition, so I'm sure that will happen. They'll see on thousands which of the 9.9s is quickest.
Anyway, let's get back to the race itself. Tyson Gay, I think, was working hard. Asafa Powell come really well at the end. The last few strides, he was relaxing through and just missed out, I think, on dipping. If he'd have dipped, it would have been even closer. They're all looking up at the scoreboard, Peter. It's not straightforward, and they've given it to Tyson Gay.
There's the summary of the 100 metres, and 9 9s. We've got 3 of them there. Here we have it, the final of the men's 100 metres. surely the most keenly anticipated race in these championships. They're both there, the man who held the world record, the championship record, that's the same, and the man who's fastest in the world this year. There are the 9 men: Jimmy Vico, Su Biangtian, Trayvon Bromell, Mike Rogers, Usain Bolt, Tyson Gay, Justin Gatlin, the field. Sub-10, all of them. We start with Jimmy Vico, 6th 4 years ago, the Frenchman, who's a co-holder of the European record at 9.86. And great to see that China are represented. He's twice done 9.99 for the Chinese record. Su Biangtian, and listen to the roar for him. Su, 9.99 in the semi-final. The up-and-coming man, Trayvon Bromell, the 20-year-old NCAA champion last year, 2nd this year, 2nd in the World Juniors, and he's run 9.86. Trayvon Bromell, what an experience for him, his first senior final. Mike Rogers, so consistent. He was 6th 2 years ago, twice the American champion, and he's got a best of 9.85. Countless times under 10 seconds. And there, here's the great man, the greatest sprinter in history, Usain Bolt, the winner in 2009 in 9.58, the world record, the winner in 2013 in Moscow when he ran 9.77. An interrupted season because of injuries. Just, is he ready now? Only just made it to the final from a semi-final near collapse. Tyson Gay then, the man who won in 2007, came back to take silver in 2009. Really won triple gold back in 2007. 9.69, the US record holder, 2nd equal fastest of all time. The 2005 champion and 2nd last time, unbeaten for 2 years, 5 times in the area of 9.74 to 9.78 this year. From the USA, it's Justin Gatlin. Much the fastest in the semi-finals to qualify for this final. Gatlin going in lane 7. Lane 8, we have a man who's set 3 world records, twice the bronze medalist in these championships. This could be his 100th time under 10 seconds. Asafa Powell of Jamaica goes in lane 8. Like Gay and Gatlin, born in 1982. And then another up-and-coming man, the 20-year-old from Canada, Andre de Grasse. Double wins in the American Collegiate Championships. Double win also in the Pan American Games. He's run 9.95 and 9.75 with wind assistance. De Grasse completes a stellar lineup for this fantastically anticipated race for the 100 meters title in the World Championships. We've heard tremendous roar from the crowd in greeting these athletes, and it'll go down to silence very, very shortly. Eyes peeled towards the start of the 100 meters. Vico, Su, Bromell, Rogers, Bolt, Gay, Gatlin, Powell, de Grasse. Usain Bolt in 5 with the former champions Gay and Gatlin outside him in lanes 6 and 7, the 100 meters final. What sort of start will he get? Well, certainly a tremendous start by Gatlin further out, and Bolt into his stride now. Those two coming clear of the field now, and it's Gatlin and Bolt. And who's going to win it? It's very close, but it's the great man, I think. It's Bolt who's taken it from Gatlin. He's found the speed when he needs it. Who could almost doubt it? We knew it would be close. It was close, but the clock is showing 9.79, and Bolt is celebrating, and Gatlin has to yield for the first time for a couple of years.
That is arguably the greatest victory we've seen from Bolt, because it's the first time he's come into a major global final, not been the favourite, and been under huge, huge pressure. And it's the first time this season that Justin Gatlin has been put under pressure. He's had an almost unmatchable series of sub-9.8s. He's been brilliant this year, and it's not as if he completely crumbled in this final, because he ran 9.80, but he made 9.77 in the semi-final look a lot easier than that. He was tight, he was tense, he knew what was at stake, and maybe that's what marks Usain Bolt out above the others, that even though he knows how much is on the line, he still somehow manages to find it and never folds to the pressure. But Usain Bolt, I suspect, might look back on this gold medal, if not equal to his Olympic titles, then maybe just behind it, because this was the one that many people thought he might lose. He is a great champion, and once again, he's underlined his status as the greatest sprinter in history. Cometh the hour, cometh the Jamaican, he is unstoppable.
So that just shows just how high quality that run by Bolt was. And indeed, Gatlin's running still the same sort of time that he has been running all year.
But if you look at how easy he was with his 9.77 in the semi-final, it shows you exactly what pressure can do come the big occasion.
Well, another interesting fact, you can see Asaf Apal did not break 10 seconds, Peter. He still lives on that 99.
Well, we are seeing in some events a slight changing of the guard. And in fact, you've got the two 20-year-olds sharing the bronze medal.
And incidentally, if you're wondering how that camera's actually doing that shot, there's a cameraman on a Segway, one of those crazy two-wheel upright motorbikes. I think Bolt was wanting him to move, actually, and get out the way.
Well, just look at his form then throughout the race on this head-on shot, just concentrating on Bolt. Head down nicely. He got a decent start by his standards, didn't he? And then the power really was switched on here. Very focused, very determined, knew he had to run all out.
The key was he didn't get a bad start, which meant he wasn't that extra half yard behind Gatlin at 50 metres. Wonderful moments for the Chinese who've remained in the stadium. A great race and a great night.
The result of the men's 100 metres, gold to Usain Bolt in 9.79, silver to Justin Gatlin in 9.80, and the bronze tied Trayvon Brunel and Andre de Grasse at 9.92.